And let's get more. I am joined now by Hans-Jakob Schindler, Senior Director at the Counter-Extremism Project in New York and Berlin, and a former security liaison at the German Embassy in Tehran. Welcome to the program, and thank you for joining us. How big a threat does Hezbollah pose in Germany?
Thank you for having me. Now, you have to distinguish between the threat that Hezbollah or Hezbollah sympathizers pose to Germany in a terrorism sense and in a crime sense. As far as terrorism is concerned, attacks conducted in Germany, this is a fairly latent threat. The latest really terror operation that Hezbollah did in Germany was in 1994 in the Mykonos assassinations. However, Hezbollah has proven time and time again that it misuses Germany and German economy as a means to collect funds for itself. It is heavily involved worldwide, including in Germany, in the drug trade, in arms smuggling, in extortion and rackets. So it's a terrorism and it's a crime problem. So the primarily threat here for Germany was that this was a massive law and order issue. The wider strategic threat was that with this money, terror operations both towards Israel, but also now, as you know, in Syria, are going to be prepared by Hezbollah.
Okay, so a law and order issue, but I want to get back to the terrorism side of it. I mean, do we have any evidence that Hezbollah was perhaps using Germany as a base from which to plan operations?
Well, as the Interior Ministry said today in its decision, it did prepare attacks not in Germany, not at German targets, but attacks were prepared outside Germany, within Germany.
Okay. How big a role, generally speaking, is Hezbollah playing in conflicts around the world, for example, in Syria?
Well, look, I mean, the Assad regime would have not survived without its allies. And Hezbollah is certainly one of the major allies that the Assad regime has, including, of course, Russia and Iran. It is a force multiplier both for the Assad regime as well as the Iranian operations on the country. Obviously, it is quite well known the role that Hezbollah plays within Lebanon, where it is developing a state within a state, pressuring the government to do certain things, exempting it from certain obligations. Hezbollah does play a major role in the drug smuggling operations in South America. My organization, CEP, has just done a study 2 years ago on cigarette smuggling of Hezbollah operatives in South America to generate funds.
Given all of that, is a total ban the best way to counter the threat that Hezbollah's military and political wing do indeed pose?
Oh, this decision today, coming on the back of the 2008 decision to ban the Al-Manar television and the 2014 decision of the German government to ban one of its alleged charities that collected funds here, is very significant because it allows now the security forces to adopt a whole new toolbox of measures against the activities of Hezbollah in Germany, because now you can hit it as well with intelligence measures that you could not if you just looked at it as a pure crime problem.
Hans-Jakob Schindler, Senior Director at the Counter-Extremism Project. Thank you.
Thank you.